Welcome to another edition of Missing and Not Forgotten. I'm your host, Charles Williams. Thank you so very much for joining us here for another edition of Missing and Not Forgotten. On today's show, we're going to highlight the case out of Richmond, Virginia. It is the case of 21-year-old Keisha Jacobs. This is the case of 21-year-old Keisha Jacobs out of Richmond, Virginia. Keisha, she is 5 feet 3 inches tall, 100 pounds. She was last seen wearing black basketball shorts, pink headscarf, pink and black Nike sneakers, and she also has several tattoos. After graduating from high school, this 21-year-old young lady out of Richmond, Virginia, rather than just move out and do things as a lot of other young people have done, Keisha decided that she was going to stay home until she was firmly decided and firmly committed as to the direction that she wanted to go in life. So she stayed at home with her mom. Her mother states that Keisha was a hard worker. She held various jobs there in the area until she could decide what it was that she firmly wanted to do. The club scene and all that, which is very popular for a 21-year-old, that was not for Keisha. Keisha was a stay-at-home body until one fateful day. Keisha, she also had a very close-knit relationship with her mom. She often spoke to her mom about everything throughout the day. Keisha, she would text several times throughout the day to let her mom know what was going on, or if she was going somewhere, she would let her know. But then there was one day that changed everything. And we'll talk about that next, right here on Missing and Not Forgotten. Keisha Jacobs had a very close relationship with her mom. She would often talk to her mom about all things, including boys, okay? Her mom, growing up, her mom, Tony, coached the cheerleading team in elementary school and junior high school that Keisha went to. Keisha would often confide in her mother as to what was going on concerning her thoughts, concerning boys that she may have been liking. It was uncharacteristic of her to leave without being in contact. So says her mother. But all of that changed one dreaded day in September. September 26, 2016. Keisha Jacobs was dropped off by a friend in the 3100 block of East Broad Street in Richmond, Virginia. Keisha texted her mother to say that she was staying with a friend and would be home the following morning. She never arrived and hadn't been seen or heard from since. Keisha Jacobs' phone, bank cards, emails, and all of her social media presence ceased after that day in September. Tony Jacobs, Keisha's mother, grew concerned when her daughter did not arrive home the next day. Her mom called her friends, and nobody says that they had heard from Keisha. Tony Jacobs, Keisha's mother, states that a mother's intuition kicked in. She says that on that night that Keisha had communicated to her that she was going to be staying the night at a friend's house, she said she went on to sleep, but then she was awakened around 1 a.m. that night. She woke up with a mother's intuition that something was not right about Keisha. Something was not right. We'll talk about that when we come back. You're watching Missing and Not Forgotten. As we aforementioned, that Keisha's bank cards, all of her social media presence, and everything went mysteriously silent that dreaded day. And no one has seen or heard from Keisha since that time. Her mother, Tony, was awakened in the middle of the night. A mother's intuition, if you will, kicked in. Something she felt was not in order. Something she felt was not right concerning Keisha. So she called Keisha's friends that she knew. They said they hadn't heard from Keisha. So she got up and she went to some of her friends' houses, knocked on their doors in a frantic search for her daughter. The friends' houses the doors that she knocked on, each one of the friends said, no, they hadn't heard from Keisha. All except for one. One friend, one male friend said that he had picked her up and had taken her over to another male friend's house where she was supposed to meet up with another female friend. At that point in time, Tony Jacobs, Keisha's mother, felt that it was necessary for her to go and to go to the Richmond, Virginia Police Department and file a missing persons report concerning Keisha. As I stated, she went to the houses of the friends and she was getting conflicting stories. Nobody knew where Keisha was. The Richmond police asked the public to help find Keisha, while mom and friends still were going door to door in the neighborhood asking people if they knew where her daughter was. Can you imagine? A daughter who is normally a stay-at-home daughter. No trouble out of Keisha. She wanted to stay at home and save her money for something big. But now Keisha is missing. One male friend said that he dropped her off at another male friend's house to meet up with the female friend, though the male friend had a text from the female friend confirming the expectation to meet up with Keisha. The female friend stated to the mother and to the police that she never sent a text to that first male friend. Where is Keisha Jacobs? Despite police going door to door, talking to people, and having cadaver dogs to do searches in some of the wooded areas there in the Richmond, Virginia area, Keisha is still missing. Police have not been able to locate her cell phone, her ID, or her small bag of clothes that she had for the overnight stay that she was anticipating doing. What do the police suspect in this case? Police suspect foul play. Police suspect that Keisha met up with someone that did not have her best interests. Despite all of the searching, the door-to-door efforts, the police soliciting the community's involvement in concerning this case, Keisha Jacobs still remains missing. However, she is still a top priority there amongst the Richmond, Virginia Police Department. In late 2018, a possible tip emerged. A source named a person who is locked up in the Virginia penal system as an individual who has information concerning the whereabouts of Keisha Jacobs. We're not mentioning that individual's name because authorities are still working that lead today. And so, for right now, the mother of Keisha Jacobs says that she believes that her daughter is still out there somewhere. And there will be no closure until Keisha is brought back home. And that's the story of the 21-year-old African-American young lady who just suddenly went missing, and this code of secrecy amongst those she claimed to be her friends have not caused Keisha to be found. Anyone having any information concerning the whereabouts of this beautiful African-American young lady, you're please being asked to call area code 804-646-3925. Again, that's area code 804-646-3925. Where is Keisha Jacobs? Where is Keisha? Today, Keisha would be 23 years of age. I've spoken with her mother recently, and every day goes by. Every day goes by is another day that we're actually closer to finding out what happened to Keisha Jacobs.